Hi all, welcome to my next Flosstube video. I don't really have much to discuss today, just a few little bits and pieces to update you on, but I wanted to keep it consistent with the every 2 weeks video upload. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing that I wanted to get into was my whips that I've worked on for the past 2 weeks. There's only actually been two. I've really been heavily focusing on Nevermore and my new start that I started at the retreat the weekend just gone. So with Nevermore, the stats from the last video was 7,342 and we are now on 9,372. So it's 4% of the entire piece. Really happy with how it's coming out. There's quite a few gaps in between, so not all of it's been filled in. Like I said in my last video, it is really confetti heavy, so I am kind of switching to here, there and everywhere. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this piece. I think the colours are coming together really nicely and I'm really happy with where I am at the moment, considering I only started it on my birthday. So yeah, that's Nevermore. So the next piece that I've worked on is my retreat start. I started this on the retreat the weekend just gone. I'm really happy with my progress. It's Yumi. I'll pop a picture up of what the finished project will look like. This was the other option for my birthday start, where Nevermore was picked as the actual option. So here is my progress. So this was all completed from Friday to Sunday just gone. Sorry, no, some of it was completed on Monday, yesterday. And I'm so happy with how it's turned out. So over the past couple of days I've completed 4,858 stitches. It's a mini, so this brings it to 6%. I'm absolutely loving the colours that this is bringing out. All these like greys, the lilacs, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm really loving how it's come out. The artist is Margaret Morales, and there's quite a few of her pieces that I'm just absolutely in love with. I've bought a couple and there are a couple on my wish list. I think I'm going to have to leave them on the wish list for a while though. I'm trying to not buy any more patterns for a while. One of them is my Whip Go number though, so hopefully that comes up soon. Or hopefully it coincides with a sale on the Heaven and Earth website, because that'd be quite nice. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving working on this piece. Like I say, I started it on Friday. I managed to get, I think it was 1,500 done on Friday. And on Saturday, on Friday was the retreat set up for me. So setting everything up in the retreat room, getting everything like my lower stand and just everything set up so I could be comfortable for the weekend. So it was open from, the room was open from about 8:30 on the morning, between 8:30 and 9ish. And I didn't get started stitching till about 10ish, maybe 10:30. Whereas on Saturday I was able to just have my breakfast at the hotel and then head straight up to the room and just get straight into stitching. So on the Saturday I managed 1,800 stitches. I was trying to get to 2,000, but by the end of the 1,800 I started to get a bit tired, so I was like, I'd rather just call it a day and go to bed, just to make sure that I didn't mess anything up. So it did. I was aiming for 2,000, which would have been the most I've ever done in one day, but I couldn't quite make it. But I still think 1,800 is a good shout, a good target for one day. So it is 25 count, it is half cross. So yeah, and I love the little needle minder that we ordered specifically for the retreat. So you could buy these separately. You didn't have to have these, but that was the one. There was a couple of designs that you could pick, and that was the one that I picked. I love just getting a little bit of a reminder of the retreat gone by. So the retreat I actually went to on the weekend was the Kingfisher Somerset Retreat. I love going on it. Went in November last year, and it's just a lovely retreat to go on. The hotel's lovely, the people visiting there are lovely, the staff are really good and helpful. It's just an overall really nice experience to go on. So I stayed on the Thursday night, just so I could get the most of the Friday as well, because it opens up Friday morning at 9 o'clock. So it's about a 2 hour drive for me, so I didn't want to leave the house too early on Friday to have to drive down there. Luckily my partner took me. I was very, very thankful for him to take me on the Thursday. So it was a 2 hour trip down there, so he was driving for 4 hours, and so I really, really appreciated him doing that. So it ran from Friday to Sunday, and as I say, it's just a lovely day to go there. We got some gifts. I will just get those, just bear with me. So when you go up into the stitchy room, you have the tables laid out for you with your names, and you get a little bag in front of your name. So this was the little bag that we got. And inside some little goodies. There was a chocolate bar, which was very well received by myself. It was a really nice treat. And then we also got a pair of scissors and a little scissor fob. This was actually made, I'll get it the right way around. So this was actually made by one of the organisers' daughters. She made all of them for all 40 people that went. And I just think they're so lovely, and I'm really, really happy with that. The scissors are absolutely gorgeous as well. I saw some people had some like rose gold ones as well, which were lovely as well, but I love the silver ones. They've got a bit of roses on. I'm not sure if the roses actually, but just flowers. I'm not sure if it picked it up very well on the camera with everything going on, but yeah, they're absolutely lovely, and you can never have too many pairs of scissors. One for each project, two for each project, whatever, I don't mind. I'll use them all eventually. So yeah, it was a really nice treat to get this. It was really well appreciated, so I'm really happy about those. So I did pick up some other goodies as well from the retreat. Tan very kindly sent me some belated birthday money to get me some cross stitch stuff, which was really, really well appreciated. Thank you, Tan, so much. It was really unexpected, so thank you. I have spent the money wisely, and this is one of the items that I picked up. Sorry about the crackling, it is in some plastic. So it's the full kit for it, and I absolutely love it. Just the colours and the polar bears is just gorgeous. So you've got the fabric and the threads for it. I actually originally picked this up, looked at it, thought, no, I might leave that for a bit. I'll just leave it. I've got enough to be stitching and kits and stuff, and I saw that it had some back stitch, and I'm not a huge fan, so I was just like, no, I'll leave it. And then a little later on in the day, because I picked it up from like further back, I picked it up and I just put it back at the front of the little container that it was in. And a little later on in the day, I saw that it was still there, and I just thought, I've got to go and pick this up. I've got to pick this kit up. I can't miss out on this. So yeah, I picked that up with the money that Tan gave me. So thank you, Tan. I hope you like the piece that I've picked. And then I also picked up a smaller nerd hoop. Oh, my face. Don't want that framed, really. I picked up a smaller nerd hoop than the one I've got. I'm using a bigger one at the minute, but as I said in my last video, the piece that I'm using in the nerd, the fabric's not quite big enough to fit in it. So I thought if I get a littler one, at least I'll be able to stitch on it a little bit easier. I'm not sure if the full design will fit in this, but I didn't really care. It was just like, as long as I can fit it in, I don't really mind. I'll be able to use that. So I just wanted to discuss WIPGO as well, even though the month isn't quite over yet. The numbers have been called for next month as well. So the two numbers that were picked for this month, for March, mine included starting a new project and stitching on black fabric. Originally, on my whip go board, the black fabric thing was just work on black fabric. There was no stitch count or anything to be decided on there, and I didn't really like how that was coming out, because essentially I could just do 100 stitches on a piece and then go, right, okay, that's it, whip goes done. And I just didn't think that was very good, to be honest. So I did change that to 500 stitches. At the moment I haven't hit that goal. I think I've done 350 or something like that. So I do need to get that done by the end of the month. So I'll be working on either my ghosts project or my moth project, because I need to start getting some more stitches into my moth project. That comes up on my whip go board as well, so it might be good to just coincide those two together. Obviously I completed the start a new project because Yumi was started, and I did restart my Silver Moon Dragon as well, so technically there was 2 starts, but I'm counting Yumi as my actual new start. So the numbers that were called for April are number 4 and number 10, and on my board that's complete 1 page on a project and do 1,000, and number 10 is do 1,000 stitches on a free choice that I want to. I've fallen really behind on my stitch along, my Heaven and Earth stitch along. I decided at the beginning of March that I would kind of leave that alone for the moment. I think I explained in my last video. I'll leave that alone for the moment until the new instalment gets released on the 1st of April, and then I will go hard on my stitch along. So that is coming up soon. I think I'll end up just being able to do both of those on my stitch along. I want to get that up to speed of where I should be on my little spreadsheet kind of thing. Track the days for how many stitches I should be doing each day. I'm not sure if that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. There's supposed to be a number of stitches I do each day to make sure that I can finish it by the end of the year, and obviously I've not been keeping up with that, so what I need to do is do those stitches plus the extra that I've missed out on. So I'll pretty much only be focusing on the stitch along for April, and maybe even May if I haven't caught up by then, because I do really want to make sure that I catch up by the end of April or May. So yeah, fingers crossed that that'll be my focus piece for April. So yeah, that's all I have to talk to you about today. As I say, it's a short video just because I haven't really worked on very much and there's not really much else to discuss, so keep it nice and short and sweet. Like I say, I'll be focusing on my stitch along from April, so there might be a couple of updates, a couple of different projects on the go until then, because I can still carry on with my Yumi project and Nevermore, and then obviously some of the other things as well. Hopefully I'll get my other whip go goal finished for this month, so I just need to do a couple more 100 stitches on either ghosts or the moth, so that'll be featured in my next video as well, fingers crossed. I hope you have a lovely time stitching. If you can please give me a like and a subscribe, that would be wonderful. If you've got anything to discuss, if you could pop it in the comments, that would be absolutely great as well. So yeah, happy stitching, bye. Thank you.